What's going on, Libra? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here. Let me fix my camera a little bit there, Libra. And I hope you're having a wonderful month so far. It's that time of the month there, Libra. But before we get into that, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just phenomenal, Libra. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy how yourself has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. And every day why Libra, because it is Celestial News Monthly. There it is. I think that was the best time when I done yet, Libra. I got fireworks, and see, that just adds a whole other effect for this Celestial News intro that I've been looking for, the little pop. I discovered it by accident. I've been rolling with it ever since. It's been a joy there, Libra. Now, enough background shenanigans with these monthly spreads. Whenever the sun moves into a new sign, we're going to talk about where the planets are and how we can work with the energies. I feel like dancing there, Libra. And just so you're all aware, this is a, besides this extra stuff, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you. You can leave some of the shenanigans with me and never force a reading on the situation, okay? So with all that being said there, Libra, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Libra. Now, Libra, I have oracle cards, zodiac oracle cards here with the signs that the sun and the planets are in. I'm going to pull an oracle card from this deck for each one of them, and then we will get some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I do that, Libra, I've included links to them down in the description box, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching their Libra, so definitely check them out. Very powerful insights that I bring in, very great energies that they just bring to the table there, Libra. But also there's a link for an astrologer that I like watching, and then there's I got some links for some apps I like working with, Libra. Just the description box is just loaded for you there. But let's get into this big old shindig that Capstone for their birthday season. They're going big this year because you have the sun that's in Capricorn. Mercury's getting ready to do when you're watching this, Libra, Mercury is already retrograde, and is getting ready to do like this hybrid retrograde. We'll talk about that on the next energy. Then you have Mars that's entering Capricorn, and then this is the last season that Pluto's going to be in Capricorn. He may retrograde one more time. I've been telling the other signs I need to double check on that, so I'm going to get on that, Libra. But let's talk about the sun, because the sun is going to be entering into Cap on the 21st of December, and that'll be about 10:27 p.m. Eastern time there, Libra. And then we'll be there through the 20th of January. And with this is really great for setting and achieving long-term goals, because Capricorn is a very disciplined, very structured sign when you get in that energy. They are about the future. They're a sign of accomplishments and that prestige, kind of prestigious type of energy. And so this can be great for thinking about those where you want to take your careers, or where do you see yourself in like 5, 10, 15 years, like getting like really kind of big plans. And it's just like, how are we setting down that foundation towards that goal there, Libra? It's very kind of 10 of Pentacles energy with all this earth that we're in right now. And you may notice too, Libra, that you feel a stronger drive to excel in your professional endeavors, and a more heightened sense of responsibility a more heightened sense of responsibility, and a willingness to even potentially take on leadership roles there, Libra. Maybe you're moving up that corporate ladder, or maybe you're maybe even just I'm picturing like even just going from maybe like teacher to principal, whatever that's looking like. Maybe you're starting your own business there, Libra. So that's an energy to think about. But because of how hardworking Capricorn can be, you want to make sure that you are balancing out your with your work life with your personal life there, making sure you're enjoying the fruits of your labor there, Libra. And then you have Mars that's going to be entering into Capricorn on the 4th of January. And this is a pretty strong placement for Mars because after Aries and Scorpio, the signs that he rules, Mars is exalted in Capricorn. So he functions very strong here. And you may find yourself, Libra, more adept at like managing your schedules, prioritizing tasks, and really maximizing productivity. This is one, I mean, this is like just picturing an assembly line there, Libra, just a very efficient energy, things just falling into place nicely, really having that determination and that follow through with the intentions that you set there. And there may be, like I was saying earlier, a heightened sense to excel in one's career. But regardless, Libra, this can be a very rewarding time for just really diligently pursuing our goals and just really sticking to this stuff here. And then we have Pluto. This is his last season that he's going to be in Capricorn, and I feel like he's retrograding one more time though for like a hot second. He really misses. He's been loving Capricorn so much, just misses. It might do one more tap there, but with this energy, when the outer planets move, we're talking Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. They do affect us on an individual level, but that's more when the planets are forming aspects with your natal placements. But when you even look in the chart, those placements are more generational aspects because they tend to stay in signs for a longer period of time. They do affect us on a more on a more global type of scale there. So we really those energies really manifest like that, Libra. And with Pluto Capricorn had been in Capricorn over these last few years, I feel like this is energy is kind of reflecting on how you've pursued your ambitions. How resourceful we've been over this time. And have we've really achieved, or where are we at as far as like achieving our goals in life and things. Kind of doing just like just a light reflection there, Libra. And this also too, paying attention to how we've adapted to how with the shifts in like the global economy and with any sort of like the weaknesses of existing financial structure, all that stuff with the banks, all these things with like housing, just there's a lot of, because Pluto deals with power too, and take this as it resonates, Libra. We're going to talk about this more when Pluto does officially enter into Aquarius, but I do feel that it is going to be an interesting time going from this sort of like authoritarian, materialistic type of energy of Capricorn into this more innovative, freedom loving, humanitarian type of energy of Aquarius. And I feel there's been, I feel like, a little unrest in conversation as of late, and it's not, nothing to be, just an observation in the conversations that I've been having with a lot with people here as of late. So, yeah, I feel this is going to be an interesting shift for Pluto. So, but and depending on Libra, let's move on from that. Because depending on where your placements are at, Libra, this is going to be forming a square with your sign, considering cardinals that Capricorn is a cardinal like yourself. And with these squares, these are usually situations that, through no faults of anybody else's, kind of forces us into take new actions. Like, for example, let's say you go in to get you get a flat tire, and not that we're knocking on wood, no flat tires, but you go to take your car in, and then turns out there's something like entire, like the whole undercarriage is all messed up. You say, oh, well, I know cars there, Libra, and you'll have to be have to leave it in the shop for a couple of weeks. So now it's like, do we take public transportation? Do we lift? Do we carpool? Like how does the schedule looking like here? Do we get delivery for groceries? Just squares keep us adaptable and kind of keep us on our toes. Granted, they could do better. They're kind of like the devil in a sense, Capricorn energy. Whereas, like, are there better ways to get a point across? Sure, but what fun is that? But let's go ahead and get into your first card here, Libra, which I like this. Which I feel like this is the Banish a Curse card here, Libra. And I feel with this that I feel as a soul tribe Libra, we are all getting into this heightened sense of awareness. You know, someone was just telling me, I had just told someone that Mercury had went retrograde, and then they went to tell someone in like a like maybe in line somewhere, or like at like a let's just say this is like at a Starbucks, for example, and the other person was just like, oh my gosh, as if the last retrograde wasn't enough. And I feel that like with people being more aware of these energies. I love that because I remember having a conversation with a Cancer at a Walmart not too long ago. We just happened, she happened to notice that I was a Cancer. We bonded. It was a whole thing. But just the fact that I feel like the conversations are starting to shift a little bit more, that awareness is happening. And so I feel we really want to be careful about the things that we put on ourselves there, Libra. Kind of banish those kind of things that lower our vibration in a sense. Operating, a big one that I've noticed is like when you tend to operate in that like sort of poverty mindset, in the sense like there's never enough, you know, like that we're not appreciating the abundance around us. That's just one example. Or maybe the things that you might tell yourself, or just like, you know, like self-esteem type of deals. And it's not saying just heal yourself there, Libra, which I mean I kind of am, but it's more so just getting eyes on how when you put those kind of negative things on yourself, you know, like, you know, when we're getting that self-deprecating energy. And listen, Libra, you know, I'm not saying like even be mindful of like kind of jokingly, so, you know, like, you know, the universe is kind of tricky like that. Thoughts become things. And it's not like, I'm not saying that we're being so rigid there, Libra, but just, you know, being careful about getting involved in any sort of like gossipy type of energies, or just anything that I feel like that hinders you towards your goal there. And just I feel like watch how when we start banishing these things, that these energies start to shift in a sense. Because when I'm thinking about like just like being careful about how you're talking, Libra, just because yours is a sign of relationships, and I mean of all, not just of love relationships, just that connection with others. And technically, you know, especially if your sun signs in Libra, the sun is in energy starts to fall in Libra, because now we're going from that kind of like individual energy of like look at me kind of Leo energy, which is nothing against Leo. I got a bunch of Leo in my chart, to that more so kind of like that partnership, that kind of shared energy there. So it's starting to lose that, and we're getting into the you bring in the fall time there, Libra. But I just feel that there's a possibility of like losing yourself in those kind of vibrations if we're not being mindful there, and you trying to balance someone else out, they throw you out of whack. So, but let me get some because I'm getting your card in a sense, the Justice card. But let me get some let me get some tarot on this and get some details about this, Libra. Oh, I love when Spirit does that. That's oh, thank you. That's fantastic, Libra. So here you are, Libra. Here's the and here you are too, Libra. Let me tell you what's going on here, because you have you for me, the Queen of Swords, you for everyone, the Justice card, the Fool card, the Four of Swords, and then the Nine of Wands here, Libra, and I dig that. So let's talk about you, because with the Justice card being here, this is what I was meaning, you know, because I feel when we're in those energies of just kind of, because I do feel like these are and curses may seem a bit of an extreme type of thing to call them, but even when I was saying, like, taking on energies, even jokingly so, like, sort of like, like, maybe let's say we like to play, like, kind of like like, maybe I'm just picturing like this sort of like ditzy sort of energy where we're just sort of like, oh, haha, silly me, kind of feigning more, feigning this sort of like foolish energy in a sense, when we're more so, when we're, it's like the Queen of Cords, Queen of Swords doing like this, like, just like not living up to potential, like intentionally dumbing herself down in order to, I don't know, it's like we're trying to fit in, Libra. It's like a Five of Wands, or excuse me, Five of Swords type of energy. And with the Nine of Wands here, that stuff wears down on you after a while, because we start to embody that persona, and like I was saying, your thoughts become things. And eventually, I feel like I feel like not intentionally we tend to take on more of those qualities than we do realize there, Libra. And so I feel with the Four of Swords here, there's this energy of kind of like recentering yourself in a sense, doing some meditation and kind of finding you again, getting yourself in this kind of clear energy. What are some things that we may have taken on from those around us there, and allow this to become a point where we kind of begin anew there, Libra, to kind of focus back on getting this sense of kind of recalibrating. And with the Nine of Wands too, that's something that requires a lot of strength. It's going to take a lot of work to get out of this sort of loop that we may have gotten ourselves into there, Libra. But I feel it's going to be well worth the work, and I feel like because Uranus energy is one of freedom, and I feel like it frees you up from these shackles that we may have, that may have others may have put on you, and that you may have embodied yourself there, Libra. They have taken on. So yeah, just be in, and it's important for all of us to be mindful of our thoughts and things. But you being an air sign, if you got a lot of air energy and things, that is something I feel like extra so to just be, yeah, just keep some eyes on that. And I think I'm going to leave that there, Libra. I love that. That was a fantastic start. You popping out there. All right, Libra. Now, let's hydrate a little bit, and then let's talk about Sag. Because you have Mercury doing their retrograde sidestep, and then you have your ruler Venus that's going to be entering Sagittarius as well. Now with Mercury went retrograde on the 13th of this month, December, and they'll be retrograding because they're in Capricorn right now, and they'll be retrograding back into Sagittarius on the 23rd of December, and will be retrograde until the 1st of January. And I really like this retrograde. And retrogrades in general really are not something meant to be feared. They're not to, yeah, it can kind of throw you off a little bit. It's just because the energies have slowed down a little bit. I'll tell you what, the day that Mercury retrograde happened, I went into my side gate cool as a cucumber, and it was so fascinating to watch the retrograde unfold, because Mercury was going to work. It was a sight. But with this retrograde, I like that this is happening towards the end of the calendar year, because your ruler's moving towards the end of the year on the 29th. Then you got Jupiter that's going to be going direct on the 30th, and then Mercury's going to be going on the 1st, going direct. Mars is going to be moving into hard work in Capricorn. So it's like the universe is really just laying a red carpet out there for like a landing zone for our whatever dreams to essentially take off and fly there, Libra. So, but with Mercury retrogrades, they can bring about delays and changes in our travel plans. So that's something you want to double check on there, Libra. And then also with it retrograding back into such an honest and blunt sign that of Sagittarius, we want to be mindful of miscommunications, and potential misunderstandings may arise there. Just to make sure we're approaching just our interactions with people with very tactfully there, Libra. And You may notice too there's a little wonkiness that comes with electronics, computers, things along those lines, and also that even packages might even be, well, which sidebar Libra, I'll share this with you. My package just and actually I ordered it right before Mercury retrograde, so that's probably why. But actually just got a whole bunch of I just there was a sale that was going on. I got a whole bunch of tarot decks, so I'm excited to bust out there. Libra, it's gonna be a whole thing, but something to pay attention to there. Check your spam folders, check your junk mail, all that good stuff. Check your messages before we press send. And on a more specific level with Mercury in Sagittarius, this does get us to reflect on beliefs and really kind of bigger questions in life. What is our purpose? Really just kind of broader things that Sagittarius really brings to the table. And then once they go direct, they'll officially move back into Capricorn on the 13th of January, and then we'll be back in sort of that, taking that sort of reflecting on those ways that we can grow, expand in things, and then taking that and grounding that in Capricorn energy. And then you have the Empress that's going to be entering Sagittarius on the 29th. And with this, there may be a desire for more excitement and new experiences in all of our relationships there, Libra, because Sagittarius loves to, they're so optimistic and pioneering because they do seek all of the things that life has to offer. They always approach life with this sort of fool's energy that sees the day, carpe diem, and go out there and just go, just experience life. So this could be great doing that with a friend or with family, partners, whatever that's looking like. And this could, even if we're maybe not in a relationship right now, this can influence how you approach your love or relationships, kind of fostering this sense of hope and possibilities. And possibly even too that Libra, if we had some relationships that may have kind of, maybe we've had a little dissonance there as of late, we know now that we're in that sort of lighthearted energy, maybe we can have these more kind of open, candid conversations and kind of bridge this gap there. But also, too, this can be favorable for relationships that involve travel. So if you need to do any sort of networking that involves that, Libra, definitely work with this energy. And the nice thing too about this is that depending on where your placements are at, this is forming a sextile with your sign. And sextiles are this energy of opportunities. Whether you either, it's one of those things that you either create or you don't, or that you take advantage of or you don't there, Libra. So just pay attention to different situations for you to start potentially a new chapter here, the Fool energy. And I remember reading somewhere too there, Libra, that depending on the energies that they're happening between, like usually I want to say when it's between like a water, that the sextiles are happening between like a water and an earth sign, is opportunities that you are creating. And when it's between fire and air, that is opportunities that are being presented to you. So pay attention to that there, Libra. See if there's something that comes into that mix there. But let's go ahead and get an oracle on this. Ooh, I dig it, Libra. Alright, so you got the Destiny card here, Libra. And that's, I feel like, is really deep. I feel that that's something where, and we were just talking about that, with that thinking about those kind of larger than life kind of questions there with Sagittarius. What do you feel like your destiny is there, Libra? Do we feel like we're in that vibration? Have we been, and I feel like that this Fool energy is kind of that inviting you to jump into whatever this is that you've been maybe thinking about. You came out here, Libra, in a very strong way. This Justice card is embodying I feel like who you really are. And there may be some anxieties behind that with this Four Swords being here. Some kind of, feeling that nervousness as far as like journeying into the unknown, going into this unstable footing. Almost, I feel like throwing yourself maybe out of balance in a sense to again kind of retune to a different vibration, a higher vibration, a truer, purer vibration that's that your higher self is trying to get you towards there, Libra. And I even feel too how we're talking about your ruler that being in Sagittarius. I feel that once she really moves into that energy there, Libra, because you're just coming out of she's still in that Scorpio energy right now, going through those changes. But then it's just like, how do you take what you've gotten from that intense type of energy and transformative energy that Scorpio brings, and how do we use that to broaden our horizons? Or what did you learn from going through those experience of Venus and while you're in Scorpio, and how what's next for you here? It's like something is trying to free itself from this cage here, and you have the key there, Libra, to unlock this thing. But it's let me get some. I like this, Libra. Let me get some tarot on this and find out what's going on with that. But Libra, even just when we're talking about that banish a curse energy, that, I feel like for some it's being careful about I feel like even letting others like write your destiny, in a sense, like someone telling you that you can't do something, or trying to limit you in some sort of way here. But let me get the rest of your tarot cards here. Oh, you got a lot. Wow, Libra, you got a lot of people here. Let's see what's going on. Oh, interesting, Libra. Very interesting. So you have the Three of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the King of Wands, and then the Justice card here, Libra, and this is Pluto energy. And the Judgment card is this rebirth that I feel, is what's going on. This is like, I feel like, like heeding the call, in the sense like destiny is calling you. There's this figure that is, and this angel is coming down here, Libra, but there's this figure usually in the Justice card that it has this trumpet, this horn that's I don't know, that's calling you to like rise up here, Libra, with this King of Wands. And it's like this King of Wands, King of Pentacles is like you paving this new path, in a sense here. And I might need to get a little bit more, get a little something on this Queen of Cups here, because I feel with her there's this, it's this feeling energy that I'm getting here, that I feel there's this side of us that maybe we've been keeping repressed. That, let me get a little bit with this. Let me get a little clarifier with the Queen of Cups here, Libra. But let me see what's going on here. Interesting. So Libra, the Queen of Cups is clarified by the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Wands here. And I feel there's something here with this Queen of Cups that I feel like it's this knowing what you want, in a sense there, Libra, because it's not like you've been doing things for others, but I feel that it's this putting yourself first energy that I'm getting. What is it that you truly want in this journey? What is it that, and not like, because I feel there's a lot of energies that maybe we've been taking on, like a lot of opinions possibly of others, or maybe we've worked with some people, or there's even like the group that we're around with the Three of Pentacles, maybe trying to shift, maybe not even intentionally shift your energies, but maybe you have this dream, let's say, but there's been, maybe the group around just talk about, oh well, Libra, that's a great idea, and daydream land, because we got this economy here, we can't do this and that and blah 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 here and this, just kind of like bringing down these curses that we're talking about, that are just getting in the way of your destiny. And I feel like the Knight of Cups is this following your heart energy here, and just protecting your dreams, Libra. And I feel as you're going on your destiny here, Libra, that there are going to be times where things go well, and then there are going to be times where things don't go so great. And then we need to reflect on that. But the Queen of Cups is one that values all of her experiences, because they help her grow. She can't know what she doesn't know until she knows it. And that's I feel like it's not being afraid to, or being brave to face these spirits, even in when we have these sort of like I don't know, these sort of like doubts or fears or anything along those lines there, Libra. But I hope that makes sense, Libra. I think I'm gonna move out of that. But yeah, something really big to think about there, Libra. And it does feel like, well, all these people that you get in here is going to have a pretty big influence there. But, and even too, Libra, just one more thing with that. This could be where, collaboration could be something that could help you get towards your get you towards your destiny there. So that's something to even consider as well with this energy. But let's go ahead and move on to the next energy, which is Taurus. Because you have Big Papa that's finally going to be going direct in Taurus, Jupiter. And then you have Uranus, where do you go? The full energy that's going to be, that's still direct, or excuse me, still retrograde in Taurus for a little bit longer. But with Jupiter, so Jupiter goes, like I was saying, direct on the 30th, and will be in Taurus until the 25th of May 2024. And with this energy, Libra, this really encourages a steady and kind of measured approach to achieving our goals. We're taking that abundant energy of Jupiter and applying it for the long term there, figuring out how to stretch that thing out and have that security there always. Because Taurus is one, a big thing about them is having that sense of security. And this can bring opportunities for financial growth or increase in your material well-being, and also great for investment, savings, and just like long-term planning. So again, there's a lot of this earth energy here. I feel like is a really kind of great one for just really heightened sense of manifestation, really connecting with your sources there, and just like really just knocking it out the park there. Leave a very Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, just like a lot of just pentacles, just that we just get to manifesting there. And then you have Uranus that is retrograde in Taurus until the 27th of January. And with this energy, Uranus has been in Taurus since like 2018, and I mean it's just been Uranus likes to just shake things on its head, flip it on its head, and then just turn it, and then just do a little jig up in the air. Uranus does a lot, but he does that in a sense like, and I feel like this is a great energy for, in a sense, for Uranus to be in, because he does bring about this sense of freedom. And we're all kind of looking for that state of financial freedom. I feel like it's a really big one where we can feel like we have that security is big, is very important. So now, this energy has been encouraging us to revisit and revise any sort of beliefs or attitudes we have towards wealth, possessions, and really asking what we truly value and how I feel like that affects our destiny. So where Uranus can seem a bit erratic and just really kind of chaotic, it really is. It helps us to adapt and to get innovative in these times there, because now a lot of people, we have a lot more entrepreneurs and people building their own type of stuff, and just kind of finding different ways of and cheaper ways to to do things in this age that we're in. This very unique time that we're kind of, I mean, when there's always a unique time that we're living in, but yeah, the energies are in a interesting alignment here. So I dig it there, Libra. But let's go ahead and get an oracle on this. Dope. Ooh, interesting, Libra. Thank you. So you have the protection card here, Libra. And considering we have that Seven of Wands here too, I'm getting this download here, Libra, of just making sure that whatever it is that you hold near and dear to you, make sure you protect that, nurture that energy with the Queen of Cups, and just keep at this, and just be mindful of things that get in your way. This is because Capricorn's energy is coming through here again. The Devil card is coming through as far as just like things that may get us off track here, and I feel like it is getting into these practices of cleansing your energies, just because again yours is a sign that does deal with others. That is not the main factor of Libra, but it is but it's a pretty big aspect of yours, as far a big trait of yours. And so I just feel like just paying attention to how others influence your energies, and just like when you have a moment, when like taking periods of time to do some meditation, do some sound healing, maybe get out in nature, maybe, or even do some sort of creative projects there, Libra, doing some art, making music, or painting, or crafting, sculpting, whatever that's looking like, because your Venus ruled, Libra, and you have a lot of artistic abilities at your disposal. They're your sign that brings with beauty and balance and aesthetic and things there, Libra. So it's not just about being beautiful. It's about the Empress doesn't sit around just looking pretty. She takes that all that beauty, the inner and the outer beauty, and just like it permeates throughout her world there. So, and I feel the more that we get into that practice, the more that your energies do, that things will stay safe, and we'll have this, what, at least get one area of this, this thing, it's kind of locked down, or get it in the secure place so that we can focus on other aspects there, Libra. But let me get some tarot on this and see what's going on with this protection card. Oh, when we talk about Eight of Pentacles, I dig that, Libra. Ha! I mean, I'm not happy about that, Libra, but spirit's on point. Here's that Devil. So, interesting, Libra. I dig that, Libra. Oh, and here's, look at you syncing up with this energy here. So you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Taurus, the Temperance card, Sagittarius, and the Devil, Capricorn. So you really are syncing up with the energies in a very strong way there, Libra. Even how I had even planned on laying them out like that. So that's fascinating. And so, Libra, with the Devil, I told you he tests you in very, very unorthodox ways, comes out when you least expect it. And when you do, if you do find yourself, or, sometimes, with this journey, it's always it's hard kind of keeping that balance for a long time there, Libra, because the temperance is about that moderation in a sense, and if anything's throwing off your vibration, it's just it's a how do we get that back in balance there. It's an opportunity for you to begin again. But I feel like in order to really get something into blooming here, this Ace of Pentacles here, this seed that's getting us to this Ten of Pentacles, we need to take some energies just to be mindful of things that, like, well, again, this could be toxic environments, toxic relationships, whatever situations, where that we may find ourselves in. And I feel even for some, it's like the Hierophant here is even kind of inviting, maybe looking into learning about these types of stuff, maybe and I mean, you don't have to pay for a teacher to lead, but this could be just going on, YouTube, or maybe going to your library, finding some. I know I'm old school, Libra, going to the library, but whatever that's looking like for you, and just to find, just to learn about how, like, different protections, maybe different cleansings, as far as, like, maybe getting some sage, maybe doing, Libra, I got this, I don't think I ever showed this, Libra. I got this bell here that I do this sound cleansing with, when I go to clear the space, because I can't do a lot of incense and things where I'm currently at, but we improvise there, Libra, and it's like, and that's what I feel like you do. You improvise, do some sound cleansing, do some meditations, just. And I feel too that the Hierophant is this bridge between the material and the divine realm. Or yeah. And I feel that this is you connecting with that source energy in order to find ways to help you navigate through this destiny here, and the curveballs that do come your way there, Libra. Listening to those, like, intuitive insights, and because I do feel like something is changing, and you're getting ready to come into this more. It's like this more kind of potent type of energy. I'm not sure how to describe that, Libra, but it's. Because I even love this too, even just thinking with the Queen of Swords and the Justice card here. I mean, both cards are you, but it's like this Queen of Cards here is like material, like kind of earthly world you, and the Justice card, because these cards deal with, when you get a lot of majors popping up here, these are more so kind of, spirits kind of playing behind the scenes here, the universe kind of getting involved, and this could be your higher self there, Libra. And so that's why I feel like you coming into, get into this, like, simpatico type of energy there, and yeah. But I think I'm gonna leave that there. So yeah, just keep an eye on that, Libra. I dig that. Capricorn. Leave it to Capricorn. Always trying to. I know it's that part of us doesn't look at the most kind of just crashing the party. But let's let me put this. Where am I putting this stuff here? All right, let's put this here, Libra, and then let's get to this last energy, which is Pisces. Because you have Saturn that's in Pisces, and then you have Neptune in Pisces. And with Saturn's going to be in Pisces until the 25th of May 2025. And with this encourages us to apply our intuitive insights more practically and really kind of put them to use there, Libra, making that connection with Source, and Yeah, and just really, because again, I feel like we're really getting into a heightened state of awareness, and the times where things are starting to evolve, and it's we're all sort of, I feel like, going through a judgment type of energy in the sense, and coming out this this metamorphosis energy there. So you definitely tap into the spiritual energy there, Libra, and this really supports a structured approach towards those spiritual practices and in that inner growth. So maybe we'll want to go on a retreat sometime, or whatever that's maybe looking like. But yeah, I feel like you are in a very interesting transition period right now, going from this Scorpio energy into, yeah, just something more here, Libra. And then Neptune is one of Pisces. Oh, I could have. Oh, so Libra. Sidebar. Normally, I normally turn off I have the notification, like the do not disturb off, and as I'm talking about this, when I go to put it back on, Libra, 2020 was on the clock there. So some synchronicities for you there. Maybe that's something important for you to, an angel number for you to maybe look into there, Libra. I may actually look into that actually when I'm done here, Libra. But with Neptune, and how interesting when we're talking about Neptune being such a spiritual sign, this brings about a greater sensitivity towards spiritual and metaphysical realms there, Libra. It's like, because Neptune's at home, and it has been at home in Pisces for a number of years now. I want to say she just hangs out in a sign for about 14 years at a time. And there has been this shift since Neptune has been, even just thinking about when I'm thinking about my growth over even these last decade, it has been geared, it's been incremental, but there have been these more spiritual aspects getting, when I got involved with like herbs and like crystals. It was like a weird, like not a weird, but it just like sort of happened almost kind of out of nowhere in a sense. I was talking with my mom about it, and then next thing I know, I was getting involved in some stuff, and then just kind of took off with it myself. But yeah, so it's been an interesting energy, and this too, Libra, is a really great energy for various forms of creative endeavors. And again, you being such a creative sign, being Venus ruled, really tapping into that side of yourself, I really feel like can help you unlock your destiny, get you in the state where you are in a more positive vibration, banishing these curses, protecting your energies, keeping their things just right on track there, Libra. But let me get let's get your last oracle card here and see what's going on with that. Yeah, all types of little synchronicities in your reading today, Libra. I'm with it. All right, Libra. Ooh, and absolutely, Libra. So you have the growth of energy here, and that's definitely what's going down. With this rebirth here, there's something. There's something to cook in here, Libra. And your egg's about to hatch. You're getting ready to come into, I feel like, a different chapter here with the Fool. This Judgment card, but you know right before the Fool is the World, and that's the card that's in between this Judgment and the Fool here, Libra. And I feel like that's what's missing right now. There's something I feel like that's needing to either be a chapter that's needing to be put to a close here. Might have something to feel like to do maybe with this Devil type of energy here, in order for something new to emerge here, and into blossom. Yeah, because I'm getting really this Queen of Cups now. She's really giving this kind of nurturing something in a sense, but also this acceptance energy for maybe any sort of like past sort of things that may have gone down, Libra, that we may have felt that has gotten in the way of our destiny in a sense. But Yeah, let me get your let me get the tarot on this, Libra, and get let's see, so we can get you out of here. Alright, Leo, let me grab these cards. Oh, interesting. There's wifey. Queen of Pentacles. So you have the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Swords here, Libra. And then let's switch back over here. Because that's interesting, Libra. Where are we starting? So with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel with her that there is this... I feel there's this one... It's this appreciation for just kind of like the abundance that you've created thus far, the work with this Nine of Pentacles here that you've been doing. And because the Nine of Pentacles, this is you working towards your, I mean, you're already Empress there, Libra, but this is where, you know, really like honing that Empress energy, working to, this is Venus and Virgo. And I feel this Nine of Pentacles here, it also can be this card of independence. And I feel there are going to be something, not that you're going to be by yourself per se, but it's more so, I feel there's going to be a lot of you tapping into your own type of resources here, you know, kind of seeing things a lot clearer here as you start, as these whatever this low vibrations start to clear up here with these Ace of Swords, these things that may have been kind of weighing us down here. And it's like turning those burdens, those like energies, it's like releasing you in a sense, you know, like now it's like this weight is kind of getting off our shoulders here. And then we're going to really be able to kind of get to work here with the Queen of Pentacles as far as like tapping into this growth energy, learning. And I feel like even too finding various resources, because she's a very resourceful queen. You know, she is, the Queen of Pentacles is, she's very grounded and is one that really just kind of tunes into her environment, and, you know, paying attention to this, like she's like almost like connected to the earth in a sense, and she feels where these shifts are happening, and then, you know, kind of responds in kind. And I like that you got this too, the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. This is because it feels like this is like the Ace of Swords, your thoughts are, you know, becoming things. Ace of Pentacles, and the fact that you got the King and Queen of Pentacles, something very stable, I feel like, you know, is coming through here, Libra. Something very secure, and it's gonna, I feel like it's one that it will happen, but it's one we want to be patient with. You know, I feel like it's going to happen, and everything happens in divine timing there, Libra. I feel like the King and Queen of Pentacles, they're an efficient couple, but they're not ones that are going to rush the process there. You know, you just got to kind of plant those seeds and then watch the resources come in, and then as things change, they change. So I dig this, Libra. I think I'm going to leave that there. So something to just ruminate on. But if you like that, Libra, if anything resonated with you, give it a thumbs up. And share this, Libra. If you know someone who's been maybe having, I don't know, these like some sort of negative things that have been holding you down, or just been, you know, just a need to kind of protect their energies from any sort of like just, yeah, toxic situations or whatever that may be looking like, or just getting into these new routines here, Libra. But then subscribe there, Justice. Hit that bell button, get notified on these videos each week. And then last little bit there, Libra, you got the lovely Queen of Cups there for me, one of Cancer's cards. But if you have any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, come on over to the Sheridan Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans, and it's a good old time. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here, Libra. so I can get you out of here. And interesting, Libra, you got the Five of Wands here. And what the energy that I'm getting from this is this. First thing I was thinking is just this push type of energy that we're going to need to. This is going to be one, whatever these things that are throwing us into this conflict, or maybe even this internal conflict that you might even be having, Libra. We're going to need to not ignore it, but it's just like when you get into these energies, remember that you have the energy to push on, to keep that hope. In a sense, to not let the energy of conflicts and things and the challenges deter you from your destiny. Where whenever you hit a wall, that's a moment to pause, reevaluate, and adapt. And just kind of figure out where to go from here. But even like the devil, where I was talking about, it's not just that those vices, it's that tenacity that the devil embodies as well, because that is Capricorn energy. And sometimes, Capricorn is an energy that, one, because things can take a long time with them, because, listen, Capricorn may not admit it, but they're an emotional sign too. But they're better about keeping it bottled up in a sense. But that can only, putting it aside when you need to get the business. But you just want to be mindful that being where that's to your detriment there, Libra. But it is a processing thing, Queen of Cups, and then going through that, and then like growing from that, Libra. But let me get your other oracle card here, so I can get you out of here. Pursuing your destiny, because that's really cool, Libra. Yeah, something's a cooking. All right, Libra. So you have the exchanging gifts card here. And that's what I feel like. It's like, instead of these curses that we're finding ourselves in, that's why I feel like these energies are trying to get you into kind of more so exchanging these positive vibrations. I feel like it's interesting. I feel like it's like these little things, I feel like, that start to add up in a sense. Like maybe holding the door open for someone, or offering this helping hand, or and I feel like it's like when you put those, like, these positive energies out of there, while we're banishing these curses here, it helps you kind of, it gets you in a higher vibration, builds that protection around you here, Libra. And I just feel like it's that reciprocity between like you and the universe, with this justice card here. That's like, I'm giving like a, making sure that things are in balance, that we're giving as much as we're receiving. And I feel like even in that can do a lot of wonders for your energies, and I feel like get you in a different type of place there. And I even feel with this, Libra, this exchanging gifts is like, you, when you receive these, like, these ideas, these epiphanies, these realizations from source, I feel like the gift that you can do is create that, and follow in that energy. And again, you always have free will, Libra. You could always do what you need to do at the end of the day. But I feel like you getting in that exchange between you and source, like that hierophant energy, because you're a conduit, Libra. That I feel like higher selves gives you these gifts of inspiration and creativity and all this stuff, and then that allows you to give the world these gifts, and so that we can experience those gifts, and then that inspires us to do the same thing. And then next thing you know, the soul try, look at this good work you're doing here, Libra. It's just, we just went global in a matter of seconds, and it's just creates this beautiful ripple effect that I feel like is going on here. So I like that, Libra. I really like that. And I'm going to leave that there. So you stay safe out there, Libra. You know, these things lower your vibration, things about these bigger questions in life. Protect your energies, raise your vibration through the roof to your ruler and back, and then back to her again. And then, yeah, that's all I got for you, Libra. And I will get you on the next one later.